Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday to everybody. Take two this is. Hopefully it's it froze again like it did on the colourathon at weekend. I thought, oh, don't do my head in computer, because it was having a bit, I think it was having a brain trump, honestly. So, good morning Angie, good morning Ashley, good morning Nina, and anybody else who's lurking in the background or getting ready for work or anything like that. Good morning, and thank you for coming and spending time with me. Hi Lynn, hi Jamie. So, we're gonna finish off, well, I'm saying finish off. That's heavy thinking for me, isn't it? Finish off. I have too many whips to say finish off. Just a second. I can't even find the page. Hi Tracy. Good morning, good morning. I hope you've all had coffee, because I have, or tea, or whatever you wake up in the morning to. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to take that flickering zoom off. Come on. Don't mess with me now, computer. Let's take that autofocus off. I'm having a lot of lighting issues lately. How is everybody doing? I'm on my way to drop boyfriend and coach off at work, so we'll chat as I can. Coolio, Ashley, coolio. Don't forget Tracy. Hi Tracy. Good morning to everybody. Let me just try and brighten this screen up a little tiny bit. There we go. That's much better. So today I'm going to do her tights, and then I'm going to get some, I might do the rest of the skin. Let's see how far we get with the tights now, how long it takes me. Because the tights might take me ages, because I'm going to do them like a flicky flick flick. Flickety flickety flick flick flu. Let's knock the brightness down a little bit. I hate lighting. Oh, it is my pet peeve. I just need a good camera, then all will be good. There we go. So for the tights, I'll be using polychromos as last time. So burnt carmine, red violet and magenta. I'll just check. Yeah, so, and then we've got ivory, warm grey 2 and nugget for the next stripe. Is anybody else? Kids come first. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine, honestly, it's fine. So let me just get these nice and sharpened. I've emptied my nice little tray at the side of me here, so I can do better sharpening, because it was getting really full of sharpened bits, and I was like, come on Michelle, this is getting a bit like scruffy and beyond the joke here. Get your desk tidied up, woman. So I did. Your lighting is great to me, not your lighting is great, mine not so much. It just looked dark just here, and I'm tilting my light and it's making no difference whatsoever. That's really annoying. Okay. I get confused with these two. So that's That's my darkest, lightest, darkest. So we're going to come in and I'm going to colour the whole section with burnt carmine first. Just nice and light layer. And then I'm going to try and have a bash, if I can, at doing some bit of a creative idea. So I want to recreate what's on the front cover. Yours, yeah, I was just going to say that, Jamie. Yours always looks really bright and nice. And I've even lightened my background here, my table one. So, because I thought, oh, it was the black background that I had before that was making it bad, but dark. But it's not, because I've lightened that up and it's still dark and it's driving me crazy, because some days it comes out amazingly well and looks bright, and then some days it just looks really dark. It's just frustrating. It was wonderful till I wrote that, then it got darker. Maybe it's the lag, see what I mean? It's like, oh, let me just see if I can... And my desk, what frustrates me about technology and lighting, my book and my desk is lit up so bright, and when I look on that screen and it looks so dark, it's really, really aggravating. I need a professional to come in and help me, I think. Let me just turn the brightness up, but I don't want it to wash out the colour. That's what I don't like about when I add the brightness up too much. It starts washing out the colour. Ew. Don't do that, Shell. That's not good. Let me try the white balance. Oh. No. No. Okay, let me just default all the settings. I'm sorry, Jamie, but it's driving me nuts. I have 4 lights and it still looks washed out. 2 of them are dimmable and always either too bright or too dark. It's not. Hold on a second. I'll just slightly brighten it. It's just washing out the colours, and that's what I hate. I'm just going to leave it. Oh, it's just dead frustrating. It's even making my hands look like the bright red. Like my skin's not even that red. It's frustrating. Honestly, I'm going to have to get some kind of photographer in and say, right, sort out my setup, please, because there's something not right. I have heard that your lighting has to be at the back of your camera, not facing it, or so it is like my camera is kind of, my lighting is above my camera. So I thought, I don't know. We shall see. Right, I don't know where a foot goes, so I'm just going to have a guess that this one would be a red stripe here. It's not joining anything, so it won't make any odds. I was having a right laugh watching through them quote sections on Emily's streams, from all the streams that we've had at the weekend for the Harry Potter-a-thon. I was laughing. I didn't even realise I called myself a flicky artist. I have the same problem with the tinting. Does it look fine? As long as it looks alright your end, it's just really annoying when you want it to be perfect and it's not. I feel like a star when you get put in the quote section. You feel like you've done your job and been funny. Oh, why do I feel like I'm cack-handed this way? I felt so weird. I'll just turn my book. Maybe a ring light. I've had a ring light, Jamie. I've had, you name it, I've had two big massive box lights shining onto my desk. I've had a massive ring light shining onto my desk. Now I've got a really long strip light that comes all the way across my desk, and the whole of my desk is lit up, and it's just, honestly, I'll take a picture of how lit up my desk is and I'll put it on Discord later and show you exactly. It's like so bright, but yeah, on camera it looks so dull. It looks like I've got frostbite on my fingers. It's that they look that red. I just want it to be the best for everyone, don't we? Like, we just want it to be nice. Nice. Oh, nice British weather blowing in through my window. It's freezing. So you might hear the wind whistling away. Oh, nearly closed the wrong box. So this is the base colour I'm putting down. And then we're going to get flicky. We're gonna get flicky! And I'm just going to have a guess that this one is also the red stripe. So did everybody enjoy the Harry Potter colour-a-thon? Did everyone get to watch them all? I haven't managed to watch everyone's streams yet. I've managed to watch about half of Monya's, half of Karen's. I think I've done like halves and quarters everywhere. So I've got quite a lot to get going on. Okay, so I'm going to come in with magenta, if you can see that. I don't know. Never doesn't like Thanks, Lynn. So I'm going to come from here and I'm just going to flick that round. It's kind of like when we do hair. The same kind of thing, and it just helps create like that curve to the leg, like a 3D effect. You watch but you're not a Potter fan. Well, that's dedication right there, Jamie. Showing your support when it's not something you particularly like. That's amazing. I mean, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world. I'm only more of a fan because my kids are fans and we kind of watch it. So I'm kind of what you call a forced fan. I've got to say that the right way because I'm forced to sit watching Harry Potter. And then obviously through being forced to sit watching Harry Potter, I come to like Harry Potter. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings fan, me. I like more the wizardry on the darker side. I mean, I know Harry Potter can get a bit dark as well, but I'm a Lord of the Rings over the two. I'm a Gandalf and not a Dumbledore. Stop worrying so much or I'll kick your butt. Okie dokie. I'm not going to mention not another word now, Ashley. I'm happy with my lighting. You're still working on it? Yeah, well I am. I've not. This was mine. If anyone didn't see mine, this was mine. Absolutely loved doing it. It's beautiful. So I'm going to finish mine off obviously off camera. And I need to do some research on these flowers, but I'm going to put some silver leafing on these moons. I'm going to do the proper moon at the back, but these crescent moons here I'm going to do with gold leaf, but silver leaf. I love Lord of the Rings fan too. I definitely am more of a Lord of the Rings person. We'll have to have a Lord of the Rings colour-a-thon, shouldn't we? Oh my precious. I just love them. Frey's laughing her head off upstairs. She's gutted. She comes down this morning and she's like, Mom, when can I go back to school? I'm like, well, you've got to isolate till Wednesday. And then once you've done Wednesday, I said, you're back at school. So you've just got today and tomorrow to go and then you're back at school. She's like, yes. But at least we're not having tears. But she sat upstairs laughing at something. Dumbledore kicked at Akavira. I'm not going to flick these edge bits here purely because they're just too small. So I'm just going to be shadowing that. I'm going to flick this way for these. And keep rotating my pencil so I'm not losing my nice little point. And for these tights, I'm keeping them quite soft. I mean my pressure on my pencil, not the tights. I have never seen a Lord of the Rings colouring book. There is one. There's one in the works. It's like the Harry Potter book, but and I think Game of the Lords. I was going to say then. Game of Thrones. I think it's by the same publisher as the Game of Thrones book, and they did a Lord of the Rings one. I think. Don't quote me on it though. But it would be fun to do a Lord of the Rings one. And do you know what else I love? Fantastic Beasts. I love Fantastic Beasts. And that's obviously part of the Harry Potter franchise as well, isn't it? But obviously Fantastic Beasts. I think it's Fantastic Beasts is before Harry Potter, isn't it? In the history of which way around things go. Whoops. Hi Deb, how are you, honey? Is it early morning for you there? You're all up crazy early. And I don't think I've put my link in Discord either. I'm just turning my book upside down for this leg. So if it looks a bit weird, that's why. But it's just for the ease of my own wrist. 'Hi Ria, how are you? Is it late night time for you, Ria? I just went out the lines. This is not good. "6:24 a.m. Oh yeah. I want a niffler too. I just love it. I love all kinds of things like that though. I mean I do like Harry Potter, I must admit. The only thing with Harry Potter, and I might get mixed reviews saying this, but I just feel like I wish Hermione and Ron got a little bit more credit to what they do. It always seems to be that Harry's the one that saved the day, and not always is it Harry. You know what I mean? It's contributed by them two, or them two saved the day, but they don't get the credit for it, so I get a bit like frustrated when I watch it sometimes. But I know it's meant to be Harry Potter and it's meant to be Harry, but do you know, I just get a bit thingy for the other characters. And obviously I'm a Twilight fan, so Robert Pattinson did not get enough screen time for my liking. Even though he looks even more geekier in Harry Potter than he did in Twilight, but still. They could have made him look better and give him more screen time too. 1925. I'll put some links in there after your stream, Nina. You're Germany, yes. Oh, thank you, Angie. So then I'm going to keep my boot where it is. Next up I'm using red violet. It's hard to get them to focus on Prismacolors. Red violet. I'm just going to flick in just the very dark edge of these here. I'm trying to make it, I'm not doing it as individual strands like I do her, but I'm just doing the same flicking motion but taking out as much of the white as I can, so it gives it that silky shiny look rather than flicky hair look. So you can see that, I mean, when I do the flicky hair and it's all quite grainy and looks like strands of hair, this I'm trying to get more of a shiny effect but soft flicking, or created by soft flicking. So I'm not pressing on to create the flick, so it gives me a nice soft flick, but enough that it gives me like a brushed kind of, like a brushed steel type of brushed metal, even though it's not metal, but do you get what I mean, that shine? Nana, good morning! Happy Tuesday to you too! How are you? What are you planning today on this lovely wintry day? Is it still wintry down south, or are you having an alright day down there? I'm just going to get my little piece of paper because I don't want to rub anything off the page I've done underneath. Connie. Oh, hi, Connie. Are you lurking away? No problem, honey. You lurk away. I didn't see Connie pop in there. Oh, I'm out of frame. 1 second. Good job I looked up then as well. Oh, I have to show you my page I've done as well. You might have seen it because I have posted it on Instagram and stuff, but I'm so proud of it, but I've got to show you in real life. So you all know I will love doing special effects, makeup. I am a qualified makeup artist, and I love doing special effects at Halloween on actual faces and stuff like that. But I've never actually done a mood board where I've drawn on the special effects I'm going to do on the face and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a bash at doing like a face that I would do for a mood board if I was to do it as a makeup artist student. So I used one of the Angelic Beauties from the Rachel Mintz book and recreated my demon within look, and I'll show you in case you've not seen it on Instagram. Your kitty sitting today? Up in the Midlands now, and crap weather, raining cats and dogs. Daughters in Spain. Oh, nice. So you get to sit in the nice cold weather while your daughters are enjoying the sun. Hi, May. Good morning. I know the colours are cute, aren't they? So yes, this is, I'll show you all what I did. You've probably all seen it if you're on Instagram. But if you're not on Instagram, let me just pull this up. If you're not on Instagram, I'll show you because I'm so chuffed with it. Look at her, isn't she absolutely fantastic? This is part 1. I have recorded it as well, so it's going to drop on my channel either today or tomorrow, step by step at how I created it. But even that gory, gooey, fatty, meaty underlayer that I was able to create, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, well, hopefully you'll be on holiday soon, Nana. So yeah, if you haven't seen it on Instagram or Facebook, that's on. I absolutely love portraits. You all know I just love realism and stuff like that. And I've recreated this look before, and I've also done the nun from the film The Nun. But that's up in our Supernatural Diaries office in the escape room. So I thought I need to do one in a colouring book, and that's what I did, and I absolutely love it. I mean, the detail in it's going blurry, isn't it? But I just absolutely love her. So when she's done, I'm going to darken out all the back of the mirror and make it shiny and look like a mirror. And then I'm going to do these all beautiful and pretty and then normal, but she's looking in that mirror and what's stirring back is not herself. So that's my little thing, and that's coming on my channel, so you will be able to see how I've done that step by step. And I think I'm going to start doing more colour-a-thon step by steps, because I do know that, not colour-a-thon, what do you call them? Colour-alongs. I'm losing my marbles, me, today. I'm going to be doing more of them step by steps, because when I do them, people really enjoy them. So I'm going to do more of them. I know, that's what I was thinking, Deb. It's on the, I even created that on that paper. And do you know what? I actually really enjoyed it on that paper. And I'd normally avoid them books. So yeah, I really enjoyed using it. And what did I use? I'm sure I used Black Widows.
Yeah, you did.
Did I, Freya? Yeah. Oh, Freya remembers. I'm sure I used Black Widows for that page. So yeah, Black Widows. So a nice budget pencil on nice budget paper, and it came out like that. So I've got a few more that I want to do. I'm going to do a pumpkin, stretched faced pumpkin, but I might do that on my colour-a-thon, because it's the colour-a-thon weekend this weekend, don't forget. 22nd to the 24th, full weekend of all streamers are colouring their own favourite Halloween artist or image. So I've no idea what everyone is colouring. I have been sent some pictures from some streamers what they're colouring, so I have an idea with some, but not everybody. So it should be a really fun weekend of horror and Halloweeniness. I know the feeling. I look in the mirror and see the old scary hag. Oh, Nana! I must admit, I look in the mirror and start seeing more wrinkles and think, I'm just not going to look in that mirror anymore. I don't like mirrors. Take that mirror away. Oh no, it is a good book, I must admit, especially if, like I said in the review, when I did the review on my channel, if you're a beginner, the Grayscale I find really helps learning light and shade, because the knowledge of where light and shade would go doesn't come naturally to everybody. It's something some people have to really think about. So I was saying in my review, and which I always hold myself to when I do grayscale colouring, is the fact that it helps beginners know where to place the shadows and where to keep the highlights. And if you worked your way through a grayscale book, you, by the end of it, you could get a blank, complete blank page like I have here, blank skin section like this where there's no shading in it at all, and by the time you get to the end of that, you would be able to colour a full face or body or whichever book you're looking at without having the grayscale at the end, because you've learned how to do it throughout the book. And that's what I like about grayscale. And people are scared of it, but they don't need to be scared of it, because if anything, it helps you. Same with why I did a bit of a demo on the flower in the review, because even the grayscale helped with the little veins of where the flower would have natural veins and stuff. So you was able to do a really realistic petal just by following the faint little grey lines that's on the petals. And honestly, if I have any advice for anyone, is get yourself a good set of budget pencils, a good grayscale book, and just sit there and work your way through it. And I'll tell you, by the time you get to the end, you won't be scared of colouring anything. That's what I think. That's my opinion on it. Not everyone will agree, and that is totally fine. But for me, that would be my best advice. And then obviously, when you get to the point, then you'll have enough confidence to think, do you know what? I can attack that skin with no shadows on it. I can do it because I know where they all go now. Looking forward to it. I'll try my darnest not to look in the mirror anymore. Oh no, you must all look in the mirror. Stop being negativities, Nellies. You're only as old as you feel. And beauty is not just what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. So, that's Shell Artie's thingy for the day. Go and look in the mirror. I get it though, I'm the same. I always go in the mirror and go, oh. So I need to take the leaf out my own book. I really do. I'm just going to take, I just went out the lines here, so I need to take that off for when I do my skin later. Without taking too much off. So yeah, that's my greatest advice to you all. I feel about 150 not to. Try that out, just use there. I'm just going to take Red Violet again, and just on these very edges here, I'm just going to deepen up just there, just so it emphasises that it really bends round into that, into a leg. But yeah, I definitely think that with grayscale. And one of my first colouring books along with Joanna Basford was a Molly Harrison grayscale book, and I absolutely loved it, and it's the first skin I attempted was in her book, and it was the big butterfly one. I also noticed faces in all different types of light. Yeah, but even the extremely dark, I don't mind the extremely dark, because if you get a good waxy pencil, you can get rid of that extremely dark by just using the waxier pencils. I've got, why is my light flickering so bad? There's somebody here. Totally agree, Shell. You learn even if you don't think you do. Just because you spend hours and hours watching Grayscale, you will learn about the shadows. Yeah, you definitely do. Actually, not only faces, trees, grass and everything. Yeah, lots of things. So like, where's my book? I don't know. Some of you will have seen this because I have put it on my channel. Where's it gone? The Julia Spirit, the one that I did in July. Now, this book can have really dark grayscale in it, and I did, oh gosh, I did a review in this book and I did a page in this book just to prove that, I mean I know she's dark, it's quite dark, so you can't see compared to, so if I open this angelic one, so you've got your light grayscale and your really dark grayscale. So when I did this page, is it over here? I think they're further on, the second image. I did that image up here, and that's how much you can brighten it up. So all that is really dark. If I hold that out, and you can't see much detail in the grayscale. If you hold it up, you can, but with waxy pencils, if I bring that up to the close to the camera, and I think, oh, what did I do them with? I can't remember now, but it is on my channel. So I've completely got rid of all that grayscale, but I also followed the grayscale that was there with the flicking of the pencils, and I took away all that grayscale and brightened her up. So even with dark grayscale, don't be scared of it, because if you use the right pencil, I wouldn't suggest an oilier one, but nice wax pencils, Prismas, your I'm trying to think what I used for this. So like your Prismas, your Square Brutes, your Castle Arts, your Holbeins would probably be good, but it just shows that with grayscale you can cover them really dark ones as well. So try, just don't be scared, or don't avoid them because you feel you won't be able to cover them, because you can. Prismas do cover anything. Just look at my Harry Potter page. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Shell, you've obviously not watched me do dark grayscale for Ashley's. I love my dark grayscale. I haven't coloured since Friday because I can't decide. I'm procrastinating colouring. I'm a weirdo. Are you a weirdo? Sometimes you've just got to get in the frame of mind. You seen it? I was just showing the what's its name book, the Julia Spirit book, what I got for when we did Julia in July. I think that was my Julia in July image, wasn't it? That's the one I coloured on my stream. So yeah, that's what I love about grayscale. My light's having a right flicker. Can you see it online, or is it just... Your coat of arms is looking stunning. I wonder if we're having a bit of a surge. It's flashing away. So yeah, just finished doing them edges. So yeah, if you're a bit a person where you're not too sure on shadow and light, then a grayscale is a good way to start, in my opinion. yeah, just look at me. I had September, I was supposed to do a lot. I was supposed to do hugs and everything, and I just had a lot going on in my life, and I just couldn't get even creative, never mind colour. So I wasn't streaming, as you all know, and stuff. So we all get there, we all know it. Just try and sometimes, you know, when I feel like that, I'll go and watch somebody else's channel. I'll think, right, what is it that I can't do, or what is it that I haven't tried yet? And I will go and get inspiration from someone's channel, or even an artist, things like that. And I'll see something being done and I'll go, do you know what, I want to try that. And sometimes it helps just bring that mojo back that you're missing. I'm just going to put them out of the way so I don't knock them off. So I'm going to do the second stripe now. So I'm going to go in with ivory, just like we just did with the lightest colour on the other. This is going to be like a dirty cream. Shell, I looked it up. You used luminance in the Julia book. Oh, did I? That didn't even come. I didn't even think I used that. Gosh. Thanks for that, Deb. So I used luminance in there, which are a smooshy pencil as well, as I call it. So yeah, we're on ivory. Don't know if it's showing you on there. Black River Art. Thought of that. I wanted to try on the book, it turned out really dark. Which book is that one? Is that Sarah Richer? Yeah. Rich. I always pronounce her surname wrong. Yeah, definitely, Angie. Just take a break and just sort your mind out and then start again. Good morning, Dee. How are you? But I have some more product reviews to come on. I've got the watercolour set I need to do, and I've also got a paint by numbers that I'm going to be doing as well in the next couple of weeks. But I have got my studies as well, what I really need to put one. Oh, I've just kind of blended colour into the wrong box there. 1 second. So I'll try and catch up on as many whips as I can, because I know I've got some pages what I've not finished on my channel, what I need to finish. I've got a massive backlog of hugs. I've got massive whip backlog, and they only took a month out. And then obviously in a couple of months I'm going to be moving house, so I will have to come off YouTube for a little bit when I move house, because obviously I won't have time to stream and things like that. So I will be taking a bit of a break once we get the date of the house move. So next up is Warm Grey 2. I'm no expert, but sometimes I use a lighter colour than normal when in the Grayscale books. Yeah. There is, yeah. I'm going to be sending it out to all the streamers today, Nina. I just had to wait for the last confirmation of everyone on the times. But that's going to get sent out to everyone after I've finished stream here. And I'm going to do my post introducing all the streamers of the event along with the schedule on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll pop it on Discord as well. So for my watercolour demo on these the Artista watercolour paints, I'm going to be doing it, I think, on either a Carolina book, or I'll get my Jane F. Hankins book out. One or the other, I'm not too sure yet. Hello Danielle, how are you, honey? All I want to do is colour now. I'm in the work today, so hopefully I can sneak in some minute secret garden. Nice. I love it when you do your desk drawing, Ashley, and your desk colouring. It's so cute. I don't think you can see this on camera, but all it's doing is just dirtying up that cream colour. So then I'm just going to move on now to Nugget or Nougat, whichever way you pronounce it. I'm just going to give myself a nice little sharp pencil. And hopefully this will just dirty it up how I want it. Like a dirty cream. I might add some dark sepia in yet, I'll see. Just for the very edges. Oh, Ria, what you having? I know, Ashley, I'm getting nervous. It's having its survey done today on the house, which makes me nervous because we got to this point in the last house that fell through because the survey was really bad. So fingers crossed this time. I'm being positive this is the right house this time. So I'm hoping nothing too scary comes back. So the report from that should be back Thursday or Friday. So once that report's back, then I can instruct the solicitors to start their side of the sale. So hopefully then it'll only be a couple of months. And in the meantime, I've got to start clearing out the rubbish that I have in this house. It's your birthday! Oh, well, what happens on this channel if you say it's your birthday in my chat? Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danielle. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray! Hip, hooray! Hip, hooray! Happy birthday! This one isn't going to fall through. No, it's not. It's definitely not. I've done that much law of attraction on this house. It's definitely not going to fall through. I've had people say to me, Michelle, I can't believe you've done that, because every night I talk to the house. Every single night. I had the picture, you know what, the estate agents, what you see when it goes online. And every night I sat and I spoke to that house and said what I was going to do and what I'm going to decorate it. And I even told my friends, and they're like, you are weird. And I'm like, I'm not weird. I'm just telling the house that if it lets me have it, this is what I'm going to do with it. And that's what I did. The law of attraction, it actually works. So there you go. Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and that's just brightened it up that little bit more. Obviously, I'm not the best singer in the world, but I will sing happy birthday to people because that's just me, and I'm nice, and that's what I want to do. It brightens everyone's day. You get a little sing song. Oh. Sing along for Danielle. It's good, isn't it, Angie? We've all just sung to Danielle. How many's in this chat? I don't even know. Let's see how many birthday songs that Danielle just got. There's 26 people in chat or watching, so I think everybody at that point started singing. So I hope you've been spoilt rotten. Or if you've not been spoilt rotten yet, that you are going to be spoilt rotten. Because that's what birthdays are all about. Being spoilt. So this grey is hardly doing very much, but from what you can see on camera, but I can see on my page that it's just giving me that dirty, grungy tone to it. Oh. Did you do the same, Lynn? Just set your intent. I was like, no one's to get hurt to do this, but honestly, I've never done it before. I didn't do it on that other house because that kind of just fell on our lap, the other house. I didn't really need to ask for that. But this one, I really, really wanted it. So before, when we put our offer in, up until that point, I was just saying to her every single day I'd get that picture up every morning. And I'd imagine us in it. I was imagining what we was doing. If you've ever looked up to the law of attraction or the secret, it's amazing. And honestly, a lot of people live by what is written in the secret, and apparently if you really follow it, it actually works. So I did it this time, and I looked it up and what I had to do, and you set your intention, you imagine yourself living there, what kind of people you'd be living there, what would you do to the rooms, what would you have where, and live, you know, just imagining your day-to-day life in there. And that's what I was doing. So every morning I was like, oh, well, I'd have this on in the kitchen now, and I'd be making my brew, I'd having my things, and my kettle would go there. That's what I was doing every single day. And then she rang me up and she said, your offer's been accepted. And then I've carried it on because obviously the process is not over yet. Yes, I have had a lovely gift sent so far. My mum is coming for a visit today. I haven't seen her in 2 years. Oh, that's so lovely. Yeah, go and knock that thumbs up button out. Thanks, Angie. Oh, that's lovely, Danielle. I hope you have a lovely time with your mum. So yeah, just be warned, if you're not a birthday person, don't say it's your birthday in a shell stream because you'll get sung to. You know me. Can't help it. I'm imagining you streaming in your new art room, Shell. We loved our house before we viewed it. Seemed forever before we got there. I know, I think it'll be like that for me because the solicitors have said 22 weeks to 24 weeks. A turnaround on house sales, so it's going to be a while. It's not going to be before Christmas, that's for sure. Which is nice because that means we get to have our last Christmas here, and that's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of dark sepia in to this, just to slightly grudge it up that little bit more. If I didn't put it away, that is. So I'm just going to use a little tiny bit of dark sepia. Yeah, I've been sitting there thinking where am I going to put my room. So I'm either going in our bedroom or what will be mine and Leighton's bedroom, and there's a big massive space on the landing. So I'm on the landing in my house here at the bottom of my stairs, because I'm in a 3-storey house at the minute. And I have a big space at the bottom. It's a 19-foot long stair hall here with a big square at the end of it where I have all my desks and my art stuff. So there's something very similar in the new house. So either I'm going to go there or I'm going to go in the bedroom, and my husband's going to have, because my husband paints, what he does, he gets Hot Wheels cars and he strips them and then customises them. So he's going to have his desk in our bedroom if I decide to go on the landing. So I just have to decide where I want to go, and then eventually we're going to do the attic, and that's going to be like where our workshops and stuff are going to be upstairs. Sending you lots of luck on the house. Thanks, Danielle. I love my house before we got to see it, and when we finally got to see it, immediately felt like home. Yeah, May, that's exactly what I was like. So what happened with this house that we've actually got? It come on the market, and I rang up and said, oh, I really want to view this house. It's in the area that we're in. Leighton loved it and everything else from the pictures. And she said the tenants haven't moved out of it, so it's an ex-rental, which is good because it's had all its electrics and gas and stuff monitored every year and checked and whatnot. But the tenants hadn't moved out, so we had to wait about 4 weeks to view this house. And I loved the house before we even walked in it. And we went viewing other houses, and every time we viewed other houses and put offers in other houses, that house was always on the back of my mind, always. And I was like, there's something about that other house. And then all these houses just kept falling through, and I honestly believe, not falling through, sorry, our offers didn't get accepted. We didn't go high enough, and I truly believe it's because we was meant to get this house and not them other houses we put offers in on. So it was kind of, and then when we got to the phone call that we could go and view that house when the tenants have moved out, we just walked in, and both me and my husband said at the same time, it just feels like home. It just feels like this is where we're meant to be. And even though it doesn't tick every single box, it's not got a driveway like we've got here, it's street parking, it didn't matter that it didn't fit all the boxes, because the house inside felt like home. And I know there's a convenience to having a driveway and stuff like that, but sometimes it doesn't make you home. You could live in the worst house possible with the most amazing drive, but you live in the house, not the driveway. So I do believe, like, even though you have these tick boxes and you're never going to get exactly what you ask for, but the house outweighed the negatives of not having a drive. But where it is, this house, the street parking is not that bad, so we're not too worried about I'm meant to be flicking and I'm shading. That's because I'm talking. I'm thinking then, why does it not look like I've flicked? But oh well, be fine. Yeah, so basically what we did is the pros of the house inside outweighed the negatives of not having a drive. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, you did, Angie. You kept telling me. Honestly, I've cried so many tears on all these houses. I've put in offers in, and it gets to the point where you've had enough. And my husband said, if we've not got a house by December, we're not moving, we're just staying in rented. And it's a good thing being in rented, because obviously if anything goes wrong with your house, you just speak to your landlord and get it sorted out. But to me, I'm just paying dead money all the time. I could be paying the same amount, and this house that we're going for is £40 more than my rent payment a month. So for me, and it's something that'll be ours at the end of our mortgage term, I'd rather do that than just keep paying rent and then not having anything, if that makes sense. So how long have I been on now? An hour. So let's do some more of a hair, because that's her tights finished. I think I just want to get a bit of dark sepia back, and I'm just going to do what I did with the other one, just go very dark against the edge there and lighten my pressure off, just to help with that when it goes around the leg. Totally get you, Shell. I feel the same. All the other houses we put a bid on but didn't get, just prepared us for this one. Do sounds like it's the perfect house for you. Oh, it does. It's got, do you know what I've always said? So in my house where I live now, I've got a living room and then what we call a kitchen diner. So it's one square with my kitchen. You can imagine a square. I don't know if you have them in here. So I have my living room here, and then this is my kitchen units, and then my table's here. So we all live in the living room, and then when we sit round the table, and then obviously I've got 4 double bedrooms in this house upstairs, so there's more living space upstairs than there is in the main part of the house downstairs. So in this new house, I've got, I don't know if you're working feet, but this living room is 16'1" by 15 foot, and then it's got a hallway here, imagine, and then this is stairs going upstairs there, and then it's got another doorway here into another room which is 16 foot by 15 foot, and then here it goes off into a kitchen, and then I've got a utility room, and then I've got a little bathroom on the end of that. So that's all downstairs. And my living room at the minute is 13 foot by 12'5", and my kitchen is 13 foot by 10 foot that way. So you can see how much more living space I'm going to have in this house compared to this house. And I cannot wait. I'm having this room. This is all mine. I'm going to decorate it in all the beautiful things that I want. And then this is going to be our communal. So there's a big corner. I'm going to put a corner couch here. And then we'll have our table here. And then a TV on the wall so the kids can have a chill out corner in the dining room. And I'm going to have my living room where I watch all my things in peace, without the kids coming in going, Mum, or I have a child on the other end of the couch with a phone going dead loud watching a YouTube video while I'm trying to watch my nightly programmes. So I can't wait for that. I'm just excited for that moment. But we are, so the upstairs is exactly like this. So you've got a bedroom here, but the bedroom is the full size here, like that. Then I have another big bedroom here, and then you can imagine this is the landing, if this makes sense. This is the landing, the stairs coming up. So this big space here is where I'm going to have my desk. Then there's the doorway into this big bedroom, door into this big bedroom, and then here is the bathroom, and then trying to think how it goes. Oh, and then the back of the house then, which is this long one, is a bedroom here. So there's a bedroom there, bedroom here. This bedroom is 16 foot, 17 foot, no, 17 foot I think. And it's got a window here and a window there. So we're splitting that room in half, and I'm going to make it from a 3 bedroom into a 4 bedroom. So that's how it's going to be. So we're going to make it into a 4. We're not going to lose any space, and we're gaining more space downstairs. So it's going to be an all-round really good move for everyone. It's in the area. It's right near the town centre. It's right near my mum, who's obviously, after losing my dad, she's on her own, and I hate my mum being on her own. So if we're in walking distance of my mum's and she's bored, she can always just come and walk round to mine, which is what obviously I want. So that's the tights done. She's looking so good now, isn't she? She took me ages to do this piece. So excited for you. Sounds wonderful. You're going to be so happy. I can feel it in my bones. I know. picture of this place a few days, then I clicked and looked and instantly. It's weird, isn't it? You get like this instant, I don't know, both me and my husband said it was a different feeling when we walked in. A completely different feeling to every other house we'd viewed. And we have been looking for absolutely ages. So, let's have a see. I'm going to do this one, purple. So this was, I'm hoping I've done the right ones, light red, violet. I think I have picked the right colours, because I've had to try and remember what I used, because I didn't have time to look up which colours I'd used. How bad is that? Okay. And then I'm going to do this side pink as well. Just going to mark out where the purple highlights are going to go. I think this one here can be purple too. I've moved over 100 miles to be closer to my dad. Oh, luckily my mum and obviously my husband's parents were all from the same town, so we're just literally moving 10 minutes away from where we live now. So we're in easy access to my husband's mum, but closer to my mum and where I grew up. So just basing all this. And that's going to be black, and then I'll do this one last piece, and then them two can be dark at the back. I had nodded off in the car park. Ashley, don't be late for work. He's nodding off in the car. I'm sorry. Am I that boring? I hope you didn't dribble on the steering wheel. Definitely. I hope you didn't do a dribble. So yeah, they're all going to be dark. That's going to be dark at the back. So that's my base down for that one. So next up was our violet. If you need to doze. Yeah, I'll scream, Ashley, wake up! When it's time for you to go and work. I'm going to try and make this go round. And I'm going to flick that way. And then this is going to be dark here. This is all going to be dark. It's having a right party, my light here. Don't know if you can see it, but it definitely is. Didn't spill that hot coffee on yourself. I have to go in about 1:45. I'll be fine now. More coffee! Then it was mauve, if I think. So I've just used violet. This is mauve. So who else is colouring Jasmine in October? She seems to come out a lot this time of year, don't she? Jasmine's books. That's still 30 minutes away. Anything could happen. True. True, Angie. So very true. So yeah, I've got to move my daughter's schools. They weren't happy about it, but when I've spoke to them about it now, they're a lot better about having to move. I think they're understanding more now that it's a must, and they can still see the friends that they've got at this school. They can come round and have sleepovers and stuff. So they're not as bad with me at the minute. I felt like a really bad mum at the start of all this when I said they'll have to move schools, but they'll make new friends. I hope I've used the right colours, because this purple is starting to look a different colour. Not too sure now whether I've used the right colours, because that looks really... Did I add some black though, didn't I? I did add some black. I'm sure, I think I added black, and then I went back in with the darker purple. Thinking then it just looked a bit different. I'm going to come back with violet, just bring some more lines into there. And mauve. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Melissa. Get my car colouring supplies out and colour with you. Woohoo! My husband says he's still asleep and Shelley's chippier and awake for him at this hour. Man, you, he's driving the car as you watch. Well, it is. It's 20 past 12 for me, so I'm kind of well into my day. So I'm sorry, Marilyn's husband. I'd like to say I could tone it down, but unfortunately I can't. I'm far too awake. So now we're going to use violet. I'm always bold and brash, should I say. Does anybody else hate doing her round a bend? So I've just messed that up because I haven't got my boot the wrong way around. I did, Angie, once they slept. They were out like babies, just woke me up to eat. Oh, I'm just going to turn this hair around this way because I've just really messed that up by not having my book the right way around. It's easily fixed because it's only my lighter colours, I'm not too worried. And then same with this side. He can cope with it. Bless him. So in with more. I'm just going to sharpen that because it's gone a bit funky, that tip. And have had my fuel this morning and I've had my jam on toast. So I've had my fuel. My jet fuel morningness. Yeah, so I think the new house is something like 1,400 square foot altogether, which is quite good. I mean, that's probably a very small house compared to some in America. I know you guys have got really big houses. Like Ashley showed me a mum's house. I've seen it many a times and I'm in awe of how huge it is. Like it's like a mansion compared to the houses here. Blue violet. How many hours is he sleeping, Marilyn, now? You're getting a good few hours skip in between. Just filling that white space up with the light red violet. And go back to mauve and just really slice some of that mauve through there. I'd rather a small house. We have a small house, just 50 metres square, but we're only 2 humans, but probably our property is 2,500 metres squared. I prefer to be outside. Oh, you've lived there about 6 weeks now, and Nikolai still hates me, but he hates me a little less than the first week. Oh, so did you have to move all your kids as well? Oh no, I think my computer's having a mirror. I am imagining you streaming in your... Oh, what's happened here? Hold on a second, I've lost my chat. At least it's less work to clean when you have a small house compared to those American mansions. That's very true, yeah. I just hope I'm just a little bit worried about my eldest daughter because she's not... Freya's like a social butterfly, so she's fine. I know she'll make friends, but Alicia's not. She's very, very shy, and she's not one for putting herself out there. So I said, you've just got to learn from your sister and go in there and make friends. I said, they've got an amazing art department. She loves art. I said, so get yourself down in art and make friends with people that like the same things as you and stuff in art, like dinner time clubs. And she seems a lot happier this morning when, you know, we've had a speak about it. Plus she likes that the uniform's all black, so that wins some over. So I'm just using black here just to break that purple up a little bit, give her a bit of a dark root. So yeah, I think I'm winning over a little bit. Are they not all big? That's a decent sized property. I live in a small apartment. I suppose in America it's where you live, doesn't it? Because I know Ashley's obviously apartment's a lot smaller than but her mum's house. It was proper like one of them houses you see on a American film. Plus, Ashley said she'll take me there when I come and visit, so I'll be like, woohoo! And I love how you have the cellars under your house. I think that's amazing. I wish we had stuff like that in Britain. We don't. We do have, some houses do have cellars, but we don't do our laundry and stuff. But when I see cellars under houses like that, it reminds me of Freddy Krueger. And that bit on Home Alone where he gets scared of that big burner thing that's under the what you call it, in the cellar. Like a coal fire thing, and it all grows big in Home Alone at Christmas film. Okay, so that's that bit of the hair done. So I'm going to do the dark bit of the hair, and then she's just a skin and background. Not only will I take you to Mum's, but that is where we are staying. Woohoo! Is it? Yes. Be able to say I've stayed in an American mansion. Yeah, me too. Cellars are mean and scary. We don't do basements in Florida because of the water table. Our basement becomes a pool. Oh gosh. Tom won't have me stay anywhere else. I know I better pull up on drive and all it'll be is England! That's all I'm going to hear in it. With shakes across the thing. England's here! So that bit, I'm not going to flick there. I've missed this whole purple bit out here. Cracks me up when he used to shout England and come and shove his face in video chat what me and Ashley used to have. It was funny. I'm saying used to have. We still have video chat, so we'll clarify that. I mean, when we used to have them at our mum's. You'd be like, is that England on the phone? So funny. There's alligators. Hold on a minute. Built in a lap pool right there, Marilyn. No alligators. Bourbons and beers for all. I know. A fire pit and have schmores. I can't wait. I'm excited. Well, that's if I can get on a plane and COVID still isn't around in a year and a half. It's scary that in January it'll be 12 months off me coming to America. Because I said I'm coming for my 40th, but if COVID is still how it is, I don't think I'll be going till later. We'll have to just see how it is, because it's a long flight to wear a mask for that length of time. Definitely too long. But I can't wait to come see New York and come see Ashley and give Ashley a proper real hug. That will be so cool. I won't want to come home. I'll be like packing Ashley in my suitcase saying to Leighton, we're sneaking her home with the cats in tow. Oh, thanks, Deb. She is looking cool. I love her purple hair. Mine's having a bit of a wobble in here. It's actually worrying me because it keeps throwing me out. It's thrown my OBS off twice. My lights are flickering. There's something just not right at the minute here, but I'll see what happens. I don't think it'll cut out. So I'm using Cool Grey 2. Now I'm not 100% sure I used these same colours last time, so if I didn't use the same colours last time, it's another combo that you can use. Where is that? No, that's its wing, that's her. I don't know what the heck that was. that's her. And that'll be her as well. And I missed an ear out there, so I need to leave the ear in. The back of her hair here is going to be dark. She's only got highlights in the front of her hair. From yesterday, we don't need to wear masks on an aeroplane in Scandinavia, so we are slowly getting back to normal. Oh, that's good. My graphics card is broken, but they are so expensive at the moment. I hope it'll work a bit longer. Well, we're sending all hopes and wishes that your little monitor stays working till you can get a new one. So this is called Grey 6, I think. But I hate Roman numerals. I can't read Roman numerals. Let me just double check. No, sorry, it is warm grey 4. Warm grey 4. They're telling you all it's one colour and it's not. So we're going to have a little shadowed area here, and it's going to go dark again here. And then come out light on that. Hi Audrey, good afternoon. You've took a funny turn. Actually folded and put away all the washing that was piled up in the spare bed. Oh well, that's a really good thing. Is that not normally a good thing? I've got loads of clothes I've got to put away downstairs at some point today as well, so I can feel you there. I hate laundry. It is my pet peeve. I absolutely hate it. I'm going to pull that into their little shadows. And then there's going to be another one on this curve here. I'm just glad my kids don't hate me anymore for moving, that's good. I've got loads of clothes though, me, that can't go in the dryer, so when it comes to washing a lot of my things, I've got to put them in the... I've got to hang them on the Maiden. But most of the other kids' stuff I just chuck in the thing. Not for me, that's why it's a funny turn. Spare bed actually looks like a bed in the glossy mags. Oh, Jet, that's... yes, but I just hate both of them. I have a dishwasher for that. And good morning, Jet. America's starting to wake up now. Next up was warm grey. Warm grey 6. I knew one of them was 6. Oops. I just went totally out the line. A little bit of dark going in there, and then I'm going to flick this out towards this centre here. Wakey wakey, Ashley. Hi Texas, how are you? I can live without many things but not my dishwasher. It drains the soul of me having to do dishes. Yeah, I can't live without my dishwasher. It's the first thing I spotted in the new house. It had a dishwasher already in. I was like, woohoo, I need a new dishwasher anyway. I mean, I don't know how good the dishwasher is in the new house, but I'll find out when we get there, I suppose. But I will not be without a dishwasher. I've got too many kids for anything else. I should just leave it. Should I do a grey on one side and dark on the other? Has Ashley replied? Should we go in 5 minutes? So we're doing quite a lot of layering up with this black. Your pneumonia's gone. Nice, lovely. That's what we want to hear. What have you been having? What have you been eating, Nana? I'm just going to really darken this bit here. Ashley! Are you awake? You better not be asleep. Wakey wakey. She might have gone inside early. Did I just deafen you while shouting then? If I did, I'm really sorry. Oh, chili hummus and warm pita bread. Oh, that sounds so nice. Yes, Audrey, yeah, we got our offer accepted, so it's just at the point of having its survey done today. So long as everything comes through all right on that survey, all's going good. Don't mind doing black hair, but I find black hair really hard to get really black without not having the texture in. Do you get what I mean? Without it taking too much of it away. So let me just have a look at that with the glare off, because obviously the glare makes it look need to get a bit more here. It's like there's something in my pencil. I can breathe and swallow and sleep normally again. Oh, that is so good. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Yeah, it's definitely, it's not one I go for all the time, but I had to do this one black. But if I can avoid it, I will avoid black, because I hate doing black. Unless you can add a bit of blue in. You know, make it like a blue black or something like that, but just can't. Hello, Sheena. How are you? I'm just sharpening it a bit. It's getting a bit too blunt. Sorry, I have to just keep turning so it works right for my wrist. Oops. No problem. Oh, I think I've got 30 watching. I think that's most I've had watching on a Tuesday morning since I started doing Tuesday mornings. I think more people are knowing now that I'm on a Tuesday morning. It's hard to get everyone in the know, isn't it, when you change your times and stuff, and they're used to me being on at night. But I really love my Tuesday morning streams. But I am going to be doing a private stream once a month. I have put this in my Facebook and on Instagram that if you want to be part of the private Facebook, the private YouTube stream, well, just be me colouring exactly the same as this, but it's just a private, so it will never go out publicly. So the chat can be about whatever we want the chat to be about. Obviously, I am going to say it's no rules, but I am going to say it doesn't get crude or politics, because we just have to keep that off because I don't want arguing. But other than that, there is no rules. It's just going to be chat about what we want. If someone swears, they swears. If they don't, they don't. So if you want in on a no rules group once a month that will just stay private, then please inbox me, and I'm going to make up an actual group on Facebook called Shell's Private Stream, but it will be a private group, so it won't be going out of the group. The link won't be going anywhere else other than in that group. So if you want to come along and be part of that, then that'll be good. That's because I'm here in your Tuesday morning stream. Oh, thank you, Audrey. It's cooler here, isn't it? I really want her hair. I want it on my head. Angie. Yes, I love them, because Angie makes it amazing. So yeah, when I first started out on YouTube, my streams used to be hilarious, and I'm not obviously saying they're not, but I wasn't really too bothered about what things got talked about, what things got said, and I used to have such a laugh. But obviously you've got to stick to certain rules now, and YouTube's become horrendous with the rules and what you can and can't say and stuff like that. So just like, if I do a private stream that's never ever gonna go live on YouTube publicly, then I can kind of add that stream back, but just a private one, so only people that want to be part of that kind of thing can come along and obviously be part of it. But obviously you need to be part of the private group that I'll be making. So you just need to inbox me on Instagram or inbox me on Facebook, and I will add you all to the group once I've set up the actual group. Oh, look at all this. Oh, I knew it would all rub off. I've only got that skin to do now anyway. So yeah, it should be an absolute laugh, scream a minute, because that's what it's going to be about. I might have a glass of wine with me, I never know. No problem. Woo, that is early, Christine. 5:45. I don't have two of them in my day, let me tell you. You are keen on, that's early. Jeez Louise. I struggle when my alarm goes off at 5:30 for 5:45. I turn it off and go back to sleep. I'm terrible. Oh, do you know what it is? Oh, I know what that is. That's all my lead off here. What's gone on my page? I'll get it off though. I just realised then what it was. Because I drew my ice map out to you all. It's nearly Halloween, and then it's nearly bonfire night. I love this time of year. So the last final bit I'm going to do with the dark of her hair now, I'm just going to literally really press on right in these deeper edges where it's going to go really dark. I think I'm out of frame. What is the stuff you can't talk about? Well, there's lots of things that you can't really... You can obviously sit and chat, but we have to make sure that things... You can't swear and you can't talk about... Sometimes chat can get a little bit on the rude side, but then you have to rein it in and stuff like that. But we're all adults here at the end of the day. But you can't guarantee that obviously children won't ever watch your streams or your playback videos after. So you do have to be a certain amount of mindful when it comes to your videos and what you talk about in chat, and what things are said in chat. So when you just do a private stream where anything goes and it's private, it's not going to go on, so it doesn't have to follow any YouTube rules. But you do have to, when you do it as a live stream like I'm doing now, obviously chat can't get too bad. Like I've had it before where someone started talking about the length of a horse and it just got a bit OTT for live stream live on YouTube. Whereas if I was in a private stream, we probably all would have just laughed it off and passed it on, but we had to stop that and delete them comments. Do you get what I mean? Just, I'm not saying I want to do private live streams to talk about rude stuff. It's not about that at all. It's just I don't have to, for that one stream that month, I don't have to worry about what's said. And it'll just be fun, crazy adults having a nice relax and not worried about what things are being said and anyone getting offended or anything like that, because that does happen, I'll tell you that. I'm just going to make sure all this is kind of darker here. So yeah, that's what I mean by just a private stream where it will never go out on YouTube outside of my actual database. I have another YouTube friend that's just closed on a house too. It must be something in the YouTube either. Yeah. What's bonfire night about? You go into the woods and make fire. Bonfire night is the traditional, it came from the Guy Fawkes story in England. So obviously you burn, it was about the gunpowder plot and everything else and what Guy Fawkes did. So every year on the 5th of November we have bonfire night to remember that date in history. So we have, they just make a bonfire and you have fireworks and you have treacle and black peas and all that. It's just another history thing. I wasn't a big history fan, but let me just tell you about bombing night. But I think it's only celebrated, it's only done in England. So it's the Guy Fawkes Night, originates from the gunpowder plot of 1605. It's a conspiracy by a group of provincial English Catholics to assassinate the President King James I of England and 6th of Scotland and replace him with a Catholic head of state. So that was the original thing way, way, way back then. And then it's just stuck now that you make a guy and you burn it on the fire. But now we don't follow it as a tradition in that sense. It's more of a fun night and fireworks and bonfires. Go and take the kids, watch a firework display, and it's really good. Thanks for the stream, Shell. Need to alert for the rest. Wishing everyone an awesome day. Oh, have a lovely day too, Nina. Thanks for coming along, honey. We used to celebrate Guy Fawkes Night too, Shell. Oh, did they do it? Well, I would have thought they might have done in Australia because there's a lot of English was migrated over there, didn't there? Years and years and years in history. So I wondered whether it was a thing in Australia or not. Have you missed a bit of the purple hair under her chin? This here is her neck, so that'll be the skin effect on her face. That'll be there, and then obviously the around centre. This I have here, I need to do this bit here, which I forgot to do the other colour on. Oh no, I must have used that one. Thank you very much. So all that's left is her skin and the background then. So I think I'm going to call that, or should I try and do the background quick? Well, I've got 10 minutes. I bet I could do the background, couldn't I, quick? I'm lurking as on my lunch at work. Hello! How are you, honey? Let me just get that thing up. That's the bit I meant. Gotta go, my little one's work. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, Sheena. Have a lovely day. Love the freaky eyes. I know, they're cool, aren't they? It was Cat and there was Cat and somebody else said in the chat when I first did it, oh, make her eyes look milky. So that's what I did, because I was going for a really like icy. Do you know, like, did anyone watch the Game of Thrones and they had the White Walkers at the end and they had the icy bluey white. I was going to go for that, but then when Kat said, she said, do a milky, and I thought, you know what, I am. Why is it not letting me? There we go. And just fix that. So on the front of the book, you've got like this. So I'm going to get some of the pastel, because I'm sure in my pan pastel I've got just want my rubber first. My eraser, sorry. Keep calling it a rubber and it's not. If you guys call rubbers something else, I need to stop doing that. It's rubbed off some of that pencil onto my page. I'm just going to try and get some of that off, especially for when I do the skin. I don't want that hindering. So I'm going to see if I've got a purple in my pan pastels, and I'm going to try and recreate that look what's on the front page. This could go absolutely tits up, but we'll find out. I know, I was gutted about how Game of Thrones ended, if I'm being honest. I think all them years of... What is that? All them years of work they put into it to end it just so quick like that was just... I can't say any more of that because not everyone's watched Game of Thrones, and I do know people are catching up on it and stuff, but I was really gutted with the way it ended. I wasn't happy with that at all. Right, let me see in these pan pastels if I've got a purple. I think I have. I'm saying I think, I hope. Like I said, I need to get them flat things for these, because I sit now and look. Have I got a darker one than that? Because I don't think it tells me on this box whether I've got... I'll leave that there because that has got a lighter purple. Out of frame. Yeah, they definitely did. You've never watched it, Lane? You've got to watch it. It's a bit porn for the first 2 seasons, but after season 2, partway through season 3, it becomes more about the story and not the porn. But if you can get through the first 2 seasons, because you need to watch them, because obviously the story originates from the very first one. So, but yeah, it's the story behind it and everything else is amazing once you get past them first few pornographic seasons. So you can hear people static fireworks off already. I think I've only got that purple, which might not be dark enough. I might have to get the my chalks out. I thought it had a dark purple in it. Oh, there's that colour. Might go for that. There's something strangely satisfying about rubber stroke eraser. Oh, honestly, just cringe. Fast forward past that bit in them parts, which is quite a lot. But if you can fast forward through it, then it's not too bad. I'm going to use these two. But if you can get, like I said, if you can get past that, it'll be really good. Give me one of you. I'm chucking all them in there now and they won't fit in. They only go in that box a certain way. Get on. I find these the most irritating things ever. Absolutely awesome characters apart from the naff ending. Yeah, the naff ending, they really did a number on it, didn't they? It was horrendous. So I'm using, I'll tell you what this one is. Violet Hell. Violet Hell? Must be Violet Hell. So pull your... I am going to finish the skin off, but because I showed that in part 1, I'll finish the skin off. I'm going to try and get it all in frame, and it's not, is it? There we go. So I'm going to get the lightest colour. I love this stuff though, I must admit. I hate the figgly stuff about the getting them on the sticks, but obviously using them works amazing as well. So I'm just going to go all around the middle section with this one. I have to kind of figure out how I blend it. I know I'm missing an ear. I will sort that when I do the skin. Sorry you're back. No worries. Don't think it ended properly. Feel there was still more story to tell. Yeah, I definitely think so, May. But I get why people were cringy about it, and it put a lot of people off because it was a bit extreme in some cases. So I'll wipe off any that get on the wings and stuff. I'll wipe it off. I'm going to have to try a skin with pan pastel at some point. Let's see what it's like. Must be something stuck on my page there, it's gone all funny. There's not going to be any there. Got a little bit here by a foot. So then I want, it's going to seem a bit of a waste this, isn't it? Because I'm going to then squish a load of black paint over the top. So I'm going to come in with, what colour is this one? Payne's Grey. I'm going to try and blend it in the best I can. I'll blend that in later with my other, with a, what do you call it, a sponge in a sec. But I'm not looking for it to be neat at this point. I don't think it, and oh, I've read that bit. It's violet tint, look up above the violet tail. Look above. Oh, right, okay, so I look at this bit. Thanks, Angie. Well, if I put it up to the camera, oh, it's going blurry. There we go, violet tint. That was the last one. So this is Payne's Grey, isn't it? So yeah, Payne's Grey. I was looking at the right bit of this one. Thanks, Angie. So I'm going to get my black acrylic paint out in a minute. And I'm going to do this dry type of brush effect. Hopefully I can do it. I'm just going to put that there and I'll blend it. I'm not worried about blending it in yet. They spread fair though, don't they, pan pastels? They really spread fair. I think Handmaid's Tale is worse on that front, but again, part of the story, etc. Wicked acting, and but oh, I love Handmaid's Tale. I actually went on my stream thing, which was naughty, and I streamed the whole season from the HBO channel in America. So, but when it came out in England, I'd already seen it. I was like, yes. Because I'm too eager beaver me when it comes to shows what I know come out in America first. But then I was gutted with me Walking Dead. I have watched that thing for 10 solid years. 10 seasons. And they put season 11 on the Disney Plus app. I'm like, what? I don't even have the Disney Plus app. Why is it even on there? Paying you the big bucks of love. Alrighty. I'm not too worried about coming right to the edge. I need to come to the edge of here because that's purple's blending in, but this is not. Well, she's sitting here, so I want this quite a bit darker. We don't get on her fingers. Yeah, but Handmaid's Tale is one of my favourites. So I was just like, that again, still just seemed unfinished at the end of the season. I wasn't satisfied, if that makes sense. You know when you like, you get a cliffhanger and you're like, oh yeah. But I was left at the end of Handmaid's Tale like, no, it felt like it wasn't finished. Okay, so I'm just going to get that sponge. Try and get some of this orange off. Should really go and clean these because I think that's gonna, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll use the edge of this because this will work just the same. So I'm going to put some of the violet on and then I'm going to rub together and hopefully it's going to blend. do is just rub that off my wing with the dry bit. Never tried blending pan pastels, so you're learning with me here. Surprised it Shamti didn't win any awards this year. I know. Sorry, Nana. Oh, sorry, Jet. Any tips on what pan pastels? Well, I asked Sammy that question, and Sammy recommended the portrait set. So in this one, you get your skin tone colours, but then you also get your primary. So you've got your yellow, your red, your green, your blue. So you can make other colours out of them, because you can mix, I think, or Dee Dee Willingham, she uses this as a mixing palette, so she mixes her pan pastels on here and uses them on a page. So I would say the portrait set, because you get your primary colours as well as your skin tones, is probably a good one to start off with. But this, it cost me, I think it was £98 for this set, and they were on offer. I think they're about 230 when they're not on offer. Oh, put too much of that on there then. I'll just spread that out a bit more. I have to go and wash some of these off. A little bit goes a long way. But it took me a long time to get pan pastels, I'm not gonna lie. So just with the plain side, I'm just gonna rub off anything that's gone on my page, on the actual pencil work. And then I'll spray it with fixative after stream, but hopefully I don't ruin it with this bit in a second, what I'm gonna do. Says me, have I got a big brush? I might use a sponge, have a look, rather than a paintbrush. Use sponge. I hope you make that down if I already open on this guy. So let me use a sponge. Where's my black acrylic? So I'll use this. I've got a piece of paper here actually. Oh, I'm scared of doing this. I'm scaredy. I'm not. You know. I don't think that was one page. I'm just going to stick this on with some washi tape. Am I missing a check? I brought the portrait set and the painting set. I agree. Get one of the sets and look at the colours in them and work what's best for you. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the storage trays because they do my head in like that. And then they cross thread when you're trying to so I need another piece of paper. This will do. Let's start with down here first. I'm hoping this works. Oh, put my paper up there. And then, instead of, just wipe that off the book. Oh no. What an absolute idiot am I. Set the page up for doing it down there, and then so I'm just getting a little tiny bit on the edge of my sponge here, and I'm scraping it off, and then I'm just kind of recreating what's on that front page. Let's see how it's been done on here. Yeah, that's just exactly how it's been done, so I'm going to keep doing. Just really darken that edge off there. Kind of doing a bit of Jasmine's influence on a painting. And it would help if I move that down. I think I'm just going to put another piece of paper underneath. And I'll just use them as swatch things. Yeah, I mainly use mine on backgrounds Elise. So I've not done the arms on the skin yet because I'm doing that as a video. I'm going to speed up. I'm going to take parts out of the first live stream. And I'm going to speed that up and then do the rest of the skin as an individual skin video. So that one will be landing on the channel at some point as well. So that's why I've not finished off the arms. Normally I'd have done all the background. Try and get some of them nice cross lines that she makes on her artwork. Absolutely love it. It does look good, doesn't it? I'm just being careful about how much I encroach into the page down here. There, I think that's good. I'm really darting off that edge there. Sorry if I went quiet there, that was a proper concentrating moment. Oh, that looks cool, I love it. So yeah, the arms will be finished off camera, which I'll be doing that video as well. So I'll probably do the hands after stream and the arms, and then I'll put it into one big video and just speed it up like that. But that's me done for today, everybody. So thank you everyone for coming along. As usual, you're all amazing. Let me just move them away now and then it'll just dry. Oh, why am I stuck? Ooh, 1 minute. Oh no. Oh no. I've got black, it's gone through. I didn't think it would go through. Oh. That's not good. I've ruined a page. Oh well, and I'll not get that off either because it's acrylic paint. Maybe I'll have to cut that page out. Oh well. So that's that page done and finished, and I think it's a good replica of the front page, but yet with a bit of shell art. There's the front page, so it's just a bit of a Jasmine take, or what should I say, a shell arty page with a bit of Jasmine inspiration. So I've kind of used the elements or the colours that Jasmine's used, but then put my spin on it, I suppose. So yeah, that's her finished. So thanks very much for following this one along with me. I will obviously upload the dead skin video and then anyone can use it. Shall tell everyone about the weekend before you leave. Oh yes, let me just grab that, if it'll let me add it on. 1 second. So I've got a colourathon this weekend. I'm even forgetting my own colouring, my own colourathon, aren't I? I have got this on here somewhere, I think. I should have. Watch me not have. Oh, I don't. 1 second. Let me just show you on my phone. So you'll have all seen it. I've been posting it to my stories and in my group and everything else. Let me just take my camera off screen a minute. Don't want to show you anything I shouldn't. Come on. I sent it out to everyone and now I can't even find it on my own. Bear with me, everyone. Just go on my Instagram because it's not showing up on my pages for some reason. So if you go on my Instagram, so the colourathon, I'll just move them out of the way. Can you all see that? I don't know if you can now. Let me just get it to zoom in. But it is on my Instagram and it is on my Facebook. Oh, come on. Try and get it to clear up. So there is quite a lot of colorists in this one. I'll be doing a little video that'll be introducing them all to everyone. So it's running between the 22nd to the 24th of October, so next Friday to Sunday. It can run into Thursday or Monday for some, depending on the time zones. So a whole weekend of streamers colouring their favourite Halloween artists. So there's not an actual artist. They're all just colouring whichever Halloween image they want to. It's just a celebration of all different coloured Halloween pages that we can get in that weekend. So hopefully see you all there. I think it's Belinda that's kicking it off on her usual Friday stream that she does Friday in Australia. Is it Saturday? I'm not too sure. I think it's my Thursday and it's a Friday morning for Belinda. So I think it's been kicking off, and then I'll send the schedule out today once I do that video introducing all the streamers. I'll send the schedule out and then you'll all be in the know for the times and you can go along and see who's streaming in there. But believe me, there's an amazing array of YouTubers. So thank you very much everyone if you come and join me on that. Thank you for watching my Jasmine Becket Griffith colour along, and I will see you in other people's streams throughout the week. So thanks very much everyone. Goodbye, stay safe and have a lovely week. Mwah. Goodbye. Angie, no, I'm just going to do a video and then I'll give it you and you can, and then I'll let you know and you can share it then. I just want to release that video first. I will put a link in Discord. Yeah, Angie will sort that. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.